Right. So we were on picture number 5, and this picture indicates facts. So sometimes you can have very startling facts, lesser known facts, which could come as a shocker to people if you want to wake them out of their slumber, because sometimes it happens that if the audience is going on listening to the presenter, it tends to get monotonous and boring, and they might wander mentally. They might lose track of the presentation. So you might want to bring them back into the auditorium or into the presentation space by sharing some startling facts with them. And that will make them sit upright in their chairs. So you can have facts starting with the phrase, "Did you know that?" or "Were you aware that?" And of course, when you're presenting facts, you also have to have that voice modulation, right? Because you can't simply say things like, "Were you aware that?" Then that is not going to bring about an interest in your. So maybe you might want to shake them out of their reverie or their daydream by saying, "By the way, I wanted to share something interesting." So the moment you've changed your tone, your audience sits upright and they are all eyes and ears for you, right? Similarly, when you tell a story, you have to have the a tone that is matching with narration, right? That matches with narration, with the style of narration. So well, I'd like to say something interesting. This is a personal story, but I'm sure you're going to have some kind of takeaway from it. Once what happened, so you build interest in the audience, right? And finally, you can also use well known quotes, dictums, maxims, sayings, because they go very well with people. Obviously, you can't just use them out of the blue. You have to look at the relevance of the quotes to your topic, but you'll be sure to get quotes. They are freely available on the internet. You even have quote books, which are published. And what happens is a quote has the essence of a thought or an idea, and then you can weave your presentation from the quote, and you can spin a narrative and you can elaborate on the idea that is condensed in the quote. That's the advantage of a quote. So these are some of the elements that can go into your content to make it more vibrant, more appealing, and more interesting, right? So these are the names. You can see these are the labels under the picture. So you have story, video, picture, charts and graphs, facts and figures, and quotes.